The polymaths I interviewed felt that they had no choice but to become who they were, polymathic. And several participants credited their polymathy to some extent to random encounters, chance meetings where opportunities presented themselves, and the polymath chose to pursue those options, thus broadening their base of experience, knowledge, and skills. Of course, accepting these opportunities involves a relatively high level of openness to experience. Levi said he became a polymath by, quote, accident, pure accident. All of these things that I've gotten into randomly and all these little things that I've done, just luck. And just willing and wanting to take that chance when the opportunity presents itself. I think it's stupid luck in a lot of cases for me. I think that kind of makes... Well, don't get me wrong. I mean, the very first thing that was instilled in me from an early age was learn. Go keep learning. Keep learning. Keep asking why. I mean, my mom taught me how to read and write and speak, and my dad took over, taught me the science and the math, and then, of course, he got me interested in baseball. But I was always taught about learning, and I'm happiest when I'm learning. I've realized that about myself. So that's a big part of it. And I think that that's why I've accrued this bizarre skill set. And I guess that's in my own nature, but it was instilled. It was instilled, and the rest has just been the chance to learn X, Y, or Z. And of course, it's on me to take the advantage when it shows up. But everything I've done that's been strange has been just an unbelievable roll of the dice. You're in the right place, here you go. I've been super lucky, which makes me boring in a lot of ways, end quote. In some ways, some polymath's identity was not something they thoughtfully created or even purposefully forged with forethought. It was dependent on meeting people who made introductions, opened doors, and planted seeds. But it also required an openness to pursue opportunities when they presented themselves. That's a critical point. And so it appears that polymathy identity and the construct of openness to experience are in fact strongly linked. This may also help explain why polymathy is not something with more discourse surrounding it, because no polymath children one day said, I'd like to become a polymath when I grow up. They may have made a decision to be open or to explore their curiosity, but nobody said, I want to be a polymath when I grow up. It does not appear to be something that my interviewees had heard of as children and decided to aspire towards necessarily, though those types of people may certainly exist. One storyline from the interviews is that polymathy happened over time, to some extent by chance, and whether individuals realized they had even become polymaths seemed almost beside the point. Others felt they were destined for polymathy. Regardless, the point was to explore, enjoy, and learn. And there was less focus on labeling their interests, skills, and various knowledge bases with a word, such as being polymathic, especially when the emergence of their unique personhood was in the hands of chance encounters, at least for some of the polymaths that I interviewed. Now, some polymaths talked about having completely disparate career paths that never crossed, while others were able to combine their various interests to coalesce them into a unique professional role. This has implications for their identity formation because not all polymaths are the same in this regard. Some polymaths work in a field leveraging combinations of their interests blended together, and some polymaths have more siloed interests that do not interplay in concert necessarily, though they may possibly help inform one another in creative ways at times.